feels like just a few days ago that I did my July budget walkthrough video, but that's because there was a bit of a delay in me getting that video out. But we are actually halfway through the month now, so it's time for a mid-month check-in to kind of see how that budget that I set myself is actually going. If you didn't see my initial budget walkthrough and budget setup video, I'll link it up here and in the description box below, so you can check that out after this video, so you can kind of see what my plans were looking like at the beginning of the month. But in today's video, what I like to do is kind of do a check-in, see how the numbers are going, see if I'm on track to achieve my numbers for the month. I also posted a video recently where I shared the results of my online income report for the month of June, so if you haven't watched that, again, I'll link it in the description box for you below. In that video, I shared exactly how I got on in terms of my side hustle income earnings for the month of June. But anyway, that's enough of that said. I'm going to show you exactly how my budget is looking as we cross the halfway mark for this month. So okay, so for the benefit of anybody watching this video as the first one of my budget walkthrough videos, this budget spreadsheet you're going to see me go through today is actually available for sale on my website and on my Etsy store. I'll link it in the description box below so that you can grab your copy. This is the spreadsheet that I literally use to manage my finances. If you want to grab your copy, then definitely be my guest. It's helped me a lot and I hope it can help you too. But yeah, with that being said, opening balance was minus 56p, the lowest it's been since I started sharing these videos online, which I was really happy about. Income is something that we do black out for privacy reasons, and if we jump straight into our expenses, so this is exactly how our spending is going so far this month. So first of all, if we look at groceries, I budgeted £180 for groceries and I've spent £143 1p of that budget already. So yeah, I've spent quite a lot of that budget already. I have what, £36.99p left of that budget to spend, and we're halfway through the month. So the last shop that I did was actually quite a big shop, bigger than I would usually do at the beginning of the month, but that was because it had been a while since my last shopping trip, so we were low on a lot of things, like even down to things like butter I had to buy in the last food shop, so that's why it came in at 143. On a normal shop I would spend between like 90 to 100 pounds, but because there were so many things that had run out, I ended up spending a lot more. So yeah, 143 pounds is how much we spent so far. So the idea of my plan is to do one more shop before the end of the month, and that's going to be where I spend the balance of 36.99. And then also if we look at Toiletries, that is at £40. That includes costs for like toothpaste, shower gel, etc. And that was actually things that I included in the grocery shop. So in actual fact, I have what, 40 plus 36.99 left to spend. So that 70 plus pounds should be more than enough for me to do that second shop later on in the month. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't go over this food category. So as you know, if there's one area that I'm going to overspend in, it's food. So I'm really trying my best to be disciplined and stick to those numbers. So hopefully we don't go over. I mean, overall there's 136.37 left to spend in the food category. I spent £5 out of my £30 lunch budget, and then I've spent £15.52 out of my takeaway budget. So overall there's £136 left for food, so I think we should be okay, fingers crossed, in terms of sticking to the numbers this month. But definitely come back and watch the budget recap to see how that went. And then we move on to home, and our mortgage was paid on time, £1,057.21p. It's the same amount every single month, and that goes out on the first of the month, I believe. So yeah, that's been paid in full, and we also did the overpayment at the same time. And then of course council tax is £140. So our home category is £1,297.21. Moving on, we have utilities. So far our water bill has been paid and our electricity has been paid. Our gas hasn't been paid yet, so we've still got £70 to top up on the gas, which we will do at some point. So by the end of the month budget recap video, that should all be paid and shouldn't go over. So we should hopefully be bang on the £160 budget that we've set ourselves. Given, again, it's something that we do. It's something that we do, and we don't like to disclose exactly how much we do give. So I'll scroll past that swiftly. And then we move on to subscriptions. TV license, that was slightly lower than it was the previous month, so 6p less than budgeted. My husband's mobile phone bill was the £36.19. I haven't done what I said I wanted to do in terms of negotiating a new contract for him or getting him to look at it. It is something that's still planned for this month, but yeah, 2 more weeks left of the month, so let's see if that gets done. And my mobile phone bill, again, that's £40. Internet, again, is something that I wanted to look at, see if I could get a better deal. I have actually seen a couple of different people's budget videos, and I see that the internet prices that they pay are roughly around the same that I pay. So then I'm like, oh, maybe the price I'm being charged is actually normal and average, and maybe £28 is a decent amount, but it's still worthwhile me checking just to make sure that I'm getting the best price. So again, that is something that I've set out to do this month and I haven't had a chance to do yet. My Canva bill hasn't come out yet. That's one of the last direct debits to actually come out. It usually comes out around the 26th of the month, so that is currently still £10 budgeted for that. And Google Drive, like I spoke about in my budget walkthrough video, has been paid, £15.99. That was paid on the 3rd of July, and that is gone. So now moving forward in my August budget walkthrough, wow, can you imagine August already, guys? But yeah, that's crazy. August budget walkthrough, you're not going to see any Google Drive on there because it's been paid now for the year. Yes, result. So currently we have about £10 left in the budget, which is obviously for Canva, so that's fine. So far so good, right? My budget's looking all right, if I do say so myself. Like, things are tracking well and looking good. This might be the first month, guys, that I actually come in under budget. Like, would that not be something? I think that would be amazing. But I really think that this might be the month that I actually do it. Imagine that in July, halfway through the year, I finally come in under budget. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Moving on, we have transport. So in my budget walkthrough, I mentioned the fact that I set a larger petrol allowance, and it's a good thing I did that because we filled up the tank at the start of the month, £80. And the petrol's already done. Like, literally yesterday when I went to drop the kids at school, the petrol light flashed to show that I was getting to empty, so I'm gonna need to fill up the tank again. So we've got enough in the budget for me to fill up the tank again fully, but I think the next full tank should be able to do it. I say that, but actually we have like a 3-hour drive that we're gonna be doing towards the end of the month, which is probably gonna eat up that new tank that we've just filled up. So actually it might be touch and go as to whether or not that £200 is enough for petrol for this month. But yeah, you'll find out in the budget recap video whether or not I went over when it came to my petrol. But hopefully not, because £200 is a lot of money to spend on fuel in just 1 month. Like, that's actually crazy. We usually budget around what, £70, so that's like nearly 3 times the amount. Maintenance, we didn't allocate anything to it. Train, we allocated £60, and so far we've spent £20, 20 of it, and that was when we did the trip into London for my birthday. And we've got a couple more trips that we should be taking where we use a train. So hopefully, if my forecasting went well, which I think it did, we shouldn't go over that train budget of £60. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Again, with the parking, I really tried to plan ahead, and so far we spent £3.70 of the £30 parking allowance, which is great. I think that category may come in under by the end of the month, but I'm not too sure yet. Fine, that's not a fine, that's congestion charge. So that's basically 2 trips into London, which we had planned for. So actually, as I'm talking through these numbers, I'm remembering that I had done one of those trips, so I should actually add that £15 to the budget, which I haven't added just yet. So we've spent 15 of the £30. Even at the moment it's not showing it, but that has happened. We've actually taken one of those 2 trips into London. And then we have car wash, and I haven't actually taken my car to get washed yet. Right now it's so bad, yeah, I'm actually driving that car around with cobwebs in the wing mirrors. Like, I actually need to get my car washed. It's filthy, but I haven't yet done it. Hopefully this weekend I can take the car to the car wash and get it washed, because yeah, it does need to be cleaned. So I'll let you know in the budget recap video exactly how much that car wash came in at. £16 is what we've budgeted. Hopefully that is how much it cost, but yeah, we'll see. Moving on to adult fun and entertainment, that's always allocated at the start of the month, so that money has gone to the different accounts that it needs to go to, and we basically spend it as and when we need to. So that money's been taken out of the budget and can no longer return. So that £630 has gone as it was supposed to. Life insurance, so I mentioned in my budget walkthrough video the fact that I have forgotten to add our funeral cover into the estimation. So as you can see, it's come out, life insurance has come out, and it's £12.21 over budget, and that's because I forgot to include our funeral cover in the budget when I was doing it at the start of the month. So that's why it's over. So moving forward for like the August and beyond budgets, it would now be £58.95. That's now going to be our fixed life insurance premium. And then we've got our parents insurance as well, which hasn't come out just yet. And then moving on to nursery, and that's been paid in full. So my son's nursery for the month, he currently goes 3 days a week, so that's been paid. And then also afternoon sessions, that was all paid off last month for the rest of the academic year. So moving on, we have miscellaneous, and I haven't allocated anything to miscellaneous, but touch wood, we're not going to have any miscellaneous expenses arise in the month of July. Tax bill, my husband's tax bill, that was £91.12. Okay, so moving on, we have savings and sinking funds. We sent £302.80 to the sinking funds. And then finally, Vanguard, we invested £300 in our investment accounts. That literally brings us to the end of my budget. So that's exactly how things are tracking so far. So as you can see, my account balance is still credit at the moment by £466.42, which is really good for us. So I'm really feeling hopeful for the rest of the month that I can actually finally come in under budget. £466 to last for 2 weeks when most of our fixed bills have been paid seems quite promising to me. Like, yeah, that's what I'm hoping anyway. Famous last words, let's see. Anything can happen in the next 2 weeks, but hopefully fingers crossed, like we have more of what we've had over the last couple of weeks and we're able to come in on budget or even under budget at the end of the month. But if you want to find out how that goes, definitely subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I do post that video, because I do share loads of these types of budgeting videos, side hustle videos, frugal living videos, and loads of videos of that nature. And if that's stuff that sounds of interest to you, then subscribe to my channel because I have lots more of that content coming your way. So that's literally it for this video. I wanted to keep it short and sweet and just do a quick budget check-in to kind of show you guys how things are going as we reach the halfway point of the month. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you made it this far and you haven't given it a thumbs up, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Share this video with a friend and family member, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.